me know if you're feeling this. Thank you. Now do a pineapple. I don't have a pineapple in the house, but later on we're going to do some guavas because that's what I have. I love just playing this music and vibing out. So we're listening to a mango, we're making music with plants today, and I find this is a really nice way to celebrate Earth Month. I think of this practice as really directly connecting with nature. You can see that this mango has electrodes coming in and out of it. And so we're really directly connecting to nature, and the changes in bioelectricity in the mango are changing the notes on the synthesizer. So that up and down expression of notes on the synthesizer is coming from the changes in bioelectricity in the mango, which is pretty fun. And we can sort of lower the filter frequency on that, just make it a bit more subtle. This is really like cooking. It's a cooking show. So we're making the sounds of the mango a little more subtle, adding some more reverb. Increasing the resonance a little. Yeah, that's a vibe. It kind of sounds like a mango, right? That kind of sounds like a mango to me. It's kind of like juicy, kind of sharp tasting, little bits of sharpness. Flowy. Can you play it in its pure form? Yeah, sure. I mean, it doesn't. Somebody's saying, no, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like a mango. Yeah, I can. I'll take off all of the delay. I'll take off all of the little clouds, the beads. I'll take off all of the reverb. But you got to remember that, like, obviously the mango isn't making music or we would hear it. The mango is just living. So we're then taking these bioelectric changes, converting them into notes. So what you're hearing, the timbre of the sound, is actually the synthesizer. The mango is playing the synthesizer. So if I put it through a different synthesizer, the timbre would sound different, but the note changes and the rhythms would be the same. I'm going to add the delay back in again. And take down the resonance a little bit. I'm going to add the reverb back in. And then I'm going to add these little beads in. You can hear these kind of like almost little tiny, this machine over here, which you can't really see, I'm sorry, is a granular synthesizer. So it sort of takes the sound and makes little grains out of the sound. And then I'm using this synthesizer, which is another synthesizer. What WTF is this? That is a really good question. I'm not even sure. I don't even know what we're doing here. So we're celebrating Earth Month. I know that much. We're making music with mangoes. I know that much. So I'm sticking to a pentatonic scale here just because. Music with mold. I would love to make music with mold. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Like slime mold. That'd be great. It's amazing to see so many of you on here. That's great. Throw a thumbs up in the chat if you're excited about Earth Month. I know this is weird, but hey. So all I'm doing is playing around with the cutoff. You're excited for mold music? Yeah, me too. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes, it's true, Colin. The sunflower definitely needs some attention. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze that in later. Oh, it's 12:15. Oh my God, we've only got 15 minutes left. Okay, I think it's time for guava, friends. I think it's time for guava. So this is, you're gonna see the whole process here of how this works. I'm gonna turn off the delays and stuff. I'm gonna turn off the reverb. I'm gonna turn off those little seeds. This is just the mango now. And taking the mango off of the pedestal. So we were just listening to mango music, and I was at the fruit market the other day and picked up these guavas, these cute little guavas. They taste so good, and I wish you could smell them. I'm in Mexico City right now, so I'm sort of making do with what's around. So I'm going to take one of the guavas, and I'm putting the electrode in one of the guavas, and now I'm putting it in the other electrode in the same guava. Let's see what that sounds like. Nice. We're listening to a guava. I will be in Mexico City. Nice. Great. So we're listening to these little guavas. I don't know, does that sound like a guava to you? Let me know. It's sort of just burbling away. It certainly sounds bright. Guava strikes me as sounding quite bright. And it's definitely got a bit of a pulse to it. So we're making music with guavas right now. Do plants respond when you talk to them? I mean, there's a lot of research that say that they do. Some tasty stuff happening here. So I'm going to add back in the delays. Again, this is like a cooking show, you know? We're just cooking with fruits. I'm going to add back in the delays. Ooh, that sounds nice. Yeah. And I'm going to add back in the reverb. And I'm going to add back in the little grains. Yeah, they're still edible. Definitely. I am going to eat these. I'm sorry you have to listen to me eat. So it's a nice little guava jam. Guava jam. And now I'm going to use this other synthesizer just to kind of jam along with it. Just to kind of give it a bit more of a vibe, to cook a little bit more. So again, the way that this works, thank you. The way that this works is that I've got a little guava here, and it's got 2 electrodes. Oh, yikes. Now you're just hearing, because the electrode fell out, you're just hearing the remains of the delay and stuff that's still sort of lingering on. But when I plug this back in, there's a circuit that's created where I'm running electricity in through the guava and then back out through this. And as there's small changes in electricity, in bioelectricity in the guava, it's creating note changes in the synthesizer. So you hear, as I plug this back in, you'll hear the guava start to trigger the synthesizer again. Can you hear that? I've taken it out. Now all you're hearing again is the delay tails and reverb tails from the effects. But again, I'm plugging the guava back into the synthesizer, and let's hear. So it's going in now. There we go. It's magic. It's not coming from the fruit. I think that's like the bioelectric changes are coming from the fruit. But I'm using those bioelectric changes to trigger a synthesizer. So the fruit is just being a fruit. And you're right, it isn't, the fruit itself is not making those sounds. The fruit is triggering a synthesizer, which is making the sounds. That's why it sounds like a synthesizer. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit, I know it's a little bit hard to get your head around at first, but we're just basically, anything can trigger a synthesizer. Like we could plug this into you or I, or we could just hold the tips of the electrodes, and maybe I'll do that after we listen to the guava for a little bit more. What do you think I should get? Well, it depends where you live for Earth Day. If you want to buy plants for Earth Day, plant a tree, yeah, it sort of depends where you live. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll do, once we finish with the guava, I'll hold the electrodes myself. And then if we have time, I'm going to do this sunflower too. Because why not? This is the song of the guava. Yeah, it is calming. It really helps me calm down, actually. That's why I do this. Okay. Shall we move on? I'll hold the electrodes now so you can hear. But I might do... What should I do here? So we're going to unplug the guava. I'm going to finish eating this guava later. So good. Frequency is key. Yes. But I think I'm going to run the voice through the Moog. I have a little Moog synthesizer here. And I think what I'm going to do is run this through the Moog. So you're going to see me at work here in action, plugging and unplugging things in. So you're going to hear the guava stop working in a second as I unplug some of these cables. Oh, there you go. So I'm just changing synthesizers now. And I'm now going to run from my little plant bioelectricity machine here, and I'm going to run it straight into a Moog synthesizer. And then I'm going to unplug myself from the Guava. I'm going to turn off all of the effects and everything so you can really hear what's going on here. And this is what happens. See, so right now, these two electrodes, I'm going to run current through my body. And as the bioelectricity in my body changes, you hear changes in notes. So that's my body. Bye-bye, fruit dude. See you later. And so now I'm just holding the ends of these electrodes. So the current is going through my body, and then back in, and small changes in bioelectricity are influencing the notes and the distribution of notes. And I'm going to open the cutoff a bit. And I'm going to add some delay. So this is no longer plant music, this is human music. I'm sorry, this is false advertising. And then adding reverb. And you know, it's really interesting because I've done this, you know, I spend a lot of time messing around with these machines. And different people have different sounds. Like, I've fully been hanging out with people, and as soon as I pass it over to them, like the note distribution is fully different than it was for me. So I'm not totally sure how that works or why that works, but different people have different sounds. This is something that I have experienced. So it's still just playing me, and there was a request for a sunflower. And I have, excuse me, I have a sunflower here, and I might just increase the decay a bit, turn the sustain on. Ooh. Okay, so we are plugging into this sunflower, folks. Let's see how it sounds. What are we going to do? We're going to go up an octave, and y'all watching? Sunflower getting plugged into. Here we go. So we're listening to this sunflower raw. But I'm going to add some delay now. We've got 4 minutes left to jam out. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. It does sound very sunny, doesn't it? So we're listening to this sunflower right now. This was a request. I'm going to add a little bit of reverb again. Third eye tinging. The sunflower's showing off. Yeah, totally. Wow, this is like a a whole sunflower symphony happening here right now. And then again, I'm going to use this OP. Oh, I'm out of tune. That's the thing with doing these things on the fly. So I can't play along with another synthesizer because it turns out that I forgot to tune my oscillator. Always remember to tune your oscillator, folks. But it doesn't mean that we can't enjoy this sunflower singing for a couple more minutes. I'm using a device called the Instro Scion, but another really good device that's way easier to use is the Plant Wave. They're great guys. They might even be on this live right now. And one other thing that I wanted to make sure to tell you all is that I have a new mushroom track coming out on Friday for Earth Day. It's called Mushroom Dance. I recorded a red belted conch, which is like a polypore that grows around decaying trees. It's my favorite thing that I've made in this project so far. So again, my name is Modern Biology and I do stuff with plants and fungi, music. And so if you can, check it out on Friday when it comes out. And really one of the big motivations for this project to me, so that's why I like the fact that we're doing this right now for Earth Month, is that this connects us, in a way it connects us to nature. You know, we're online right now, we're on TikTok, but we're still sort of listening to nature. And one of my goals with this project, the Modern Biology Project, is to raise awareness and raise funds for protecting wild places. There's kind of an inherent value to places that haven't been, destroyed or changed by humans. And so I'm still trying to think of the right ways to do that. Obviously, money is great, but that's what this project is really about for me, exploring how we can improvise musically with nature, but then raise money and raise funds to give back to nature again, which is why it's a really nice project to be doing for Earth Day. Yeah, you can. I mean, Plant Wave, again, is probably the easiest way to engage with this bioelectrical idea. Yeah. So right now, again, we're listening to a sunflower. I can't take it out of its vase. It's kind of stuck in there. Oh, there we go. So we're listening to this beautiful sunflower. I'm in Mexico City, improvising with whatever I find around me. I really wanted to bring some cacti into the chat today, but alas, I couldn't find one this morning, browsing around. This is weird and cool, yeah. So we're listening to a sunflower again. Sunflower bioelectricity is changing the notes on the synthesizer, and we've added a little bit of delay. We've added a little bit of reverb. And I'm just altering some parameters on the synthesizer. Lilies, I haven't done lilies yet, actually. Yes. Happy 420, all. Happy 420. It has been an absolute pleasure jamming out with you this morning. Again, I have a mushroom single coming out for Earth Day this Friday, April 22nd. I think it's really fun and cool, so please stream it if you remember to on Friday. Give me a follow if you want. And this broadcast was brought to you by a mango, a guava, A sunflower. The sign was made by my girlfriend. I think it's showing up backwards, unfortunately, but you get the point. And yeah, I have a lot of music up on Spotify too, so if you did sort of like this weird plant music vibe, there's like 2 full albums up on Spotify that you can listen to. Just look up Modern Biology. And it has been an absolute treat. Yeah, Mort Garson. I mean, yes, definitely big influence. Big influence. Yeah. Big influence. Plants and synthesizers. All right, so nice meeting you all. Have a great Earth Month, and I will see you next time I go live.